Hi, my name is Beth Trapani, and this is the second in a series of webisodes on the brain-body connection brought to you by Mission Healthy Living. I'd like to introduce our guest today, Dave Genova, Health and Wellness Coordinator for the Pottstown School District.
Thank you.
And Nancy Kupferschmidt, a physical education teacher for Pottstown High School.
Yes.
So thanks so much for being here today. All the research shows that there is a direct correlation between the amount and type of movement that we do and how our brain works. And without question, nationwide, schools that offer more opportunities for physical activity and physical movement see increases in academic success. And in Pottstown, you've started to really focus on that. So Dave, let's start with you. As the Health and Wellness Coordinator, tell us what kinds of things the school district is doing and the emphasis that the school district is placing on wellness.
Yeah, the Pottstown School District right now is really taking a initiative improving health and wellness, not only in their students but also in the faculty and the community altogether. Like you said, there's proven research out there that you can't ignore. The fact that more physical activity, better nutrition helps improve performance in the classroom. So some of the programs that we're running right now, we're doing after-school programs, we're doing assemblies, because exercise helps stimulate the brain cells. It also improves concentration and memory. A child is better equipped to help absorb that information and then retrieve that information when you need it to, with the information that you've learned into the classroom. So because a lot of our teachers understand these needs, our teachers are incorporating brain breaks in the classroom and energizers. And what brain breaks and energizers basically are 1 to 2 minutes during the class of just simple exercises. You can do jumping jacks, body weight squats, lunges. The idea is just to get up out of your chair and start moving around. 1 to 2 minutes of class. Other teachers have opportunities to incorporate physical activity directly into the school curriculum. There's math teachers that do it, science teachers, health teachers, as well as social studies teachers.
Terrific. Nancy, as a physical education teacher, you deal with this on a daily basis. Talk to me a little bit about why you feel this is so important.
Well, obviously it's my profession, and it's promoting what I've already known and most people in physical education already know, is that if you get up and move around, then normally you can think better. And I think the average adult probably intuitively knows that whenever they go to an hour-long meeting somewhere in business, they're about shot after 1 hour and they need to get up and move around, and we take breaks, and children need it too. They need it more so. I mean, they're designed, and humans are designed to move, and we need to move often and regularly in addition to the other subjects that we're working on.
At the high school level, Nancy, you're getting ready to ultimately send kids out into the real world where they have to kind of manage their own time, be it college or work, et cetera. And one of the things that you've done is a heart rate monitor program that's funded by the Pottstown Area Health and Wellness Foundation that helps to teach kids about how to manage their physical activity and their health. Can you tell us about that?
We just started the program. We just received the watches this year. So it's a watch that keeps track of how many beats per minute that your heart is beating during exercise, and you should have a target zone of which that you should be working within in order to achieve cardiovascular fitness. So for like a teenagers, it's between like 130 beats per minute to 160 beats per minute. So the watches show you how hard you're working, essentially, the intensity of your workout. So they can see it, they can feel it, they can see it, and know what a good workout feels like, and know what it feels like to sustain it for at least 20 minutes a day, that higher level of heart rate. In addition, it can go up and down, but the objective is to have at least 20 minutes during the course of a workout, and you may have some that are higher than, let's say 152 beats per minute, so that's really high intensity. And as you cool down, it gets less than that. And as you warm up, it gets less than that.
District-wide, and in particular at the high school level, you're starting to teach kids about working out and about physical activity rather than just everybody line up, pick teams, and play ball.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about the kinds of things that you're trying to incorporate.
I teach a strength and conditioning class, and it's some of the basic concepts of what your workout should include, about a warm-up, about stretching, about the different types of workouts that you can do. Like you can have ones that are aerobic, which would be your running and getting your heart rate up. And it doesn't have to be just running. It could be biking or walking at a brisk pace. Strength training, in addition to things that have balance or things that just contract and hold poses like yoga does or Pilates. Going through the full range of motion, getting, your whole body worked out, not just parts of it.
I think so many students and adults are so busy today, and we're all plugged in with technology. And I hear people say, well, I don't have time to work out. David and Nancy, what kind of message would you want to send to people to say, even 5 minutes can make a difference?
Yeah, it absolutely can. The American Heart Association recommends for school-age children 60 minutes of physical activity every single day of the week. I know a lot of people can struggle getting that 60 minutes into your day, both children as well as adults. So you can actually break that down into 2 30-minute segments, if that's a little bit more realistic to do, or you could break it down even further than that and exercise 15 minutes 4 times a day, which is possibly a better option, both for health as well as time. You want to make sure that exercise is fun and enjoyable, not only for the adult but also the student or the child. It's important that the parent describes to the child as he or she is growing up that you want to develop a culture of wellness. It's a lot easier to prevent obesity and disease than it is to treat obesity and disease. So that's really important for parents to understand.
Terrific. Nancy, do you see from certainly your class is based on physical education, but especially other teachers in other classes, that when kids move, they tend to have more focus and perform better?
We have to talk about more of that at the high school level as far as testing is concerned. And Boyertown is actually starting a program where they're doing physical activity right before major tests like the Keystones tests, which are coming up in December. So they've planned a whole program which incorporated across various curriculum. And I'd like to see the Pottstown School District do that also, so that and compare, and they actually had increased test scores from one year to the next by incorporating a period of exercise, just enough to wake the brain, get the oxygen there, get the chemicals going within the brain, and we actually absorb and learn, and our memory is better.
Great. What would you both say briefly to parents who say, my child really has no interest in going outside, they are already overburdened and overscheduled, and now I have to get them to exercise as well? That the parent really needs to become the role model. The parent, has control. They're supposed to have control over how much screen time they allow their children to watch, whether it be the cell phone, television, computer, video games. So they really have to take a step forward and initiate that, and it needs to become a family event. Taking a weekend to go rock climbing or ride bikes or go swimming, go to a park. It has to be fun. Great. Okay. Hopefully we'll see the dividends of that paying off. So thanks so much, both of you, for your time. And again, this is the second in a series of webisodes sponsored by missionhealthyliving.org, which is funded by the Pottstown Area Health and Wellness Foundation.